Entry 12. And in attics. They are everywhere. Literally everywhere. In parks, they catch dogs. In landfills, they look for clothes and other junk. They drag food from garbage cans, and they steal wallets at markets. They are parasites, like bedbugs, like cockroaches. But bedbugs and cockroaches can be seen by turning on the light at night. They can be caught and crushed. But these are completely elusive, absolutely invisible. I am the only one who can see them, everywhere. That's because I'm gradually becoming like them. Entry 13. These are not hallucinations. Now I am sure of it. These creatures are absolutely real. They were all once ordinary people. But then their lives fell apart and they changed. They sank and ended up at the very bottom of the world, where the gaze of an ordinary person cannot penetrate. It's like parallel spaces. Yes, that's right. We are here, nearby. We live in the same world, but in different planes of it. I once read that bees do not notice or perceive humans. They are unaware of their existence. That's just how they are. And prosperous humanity has no idea about the existence of another universe, a universe of outcasts. Yesterday, no longer afraid of anything, I was walking to my apartment when I bumped nose to nose with its new owner. He didn't see me. He walked right past me. I could have kicked him, pushed him, tripped him, hit him on the head. He probably wouldn't even have noticed. How I hate him. Other people don't notice me either. Not all of them, but most. Yesterday, I took advantage of this and stole a wallet. No, I'm not ashamed. I returned the documents, left them by the door, and there was 130 rubles in the wallet. I didn't ruin anyone. I need to get rid of the dogs. They can smell us. I'm also afraid of the police. Many of them still notice me. I think it's temporary. I haven't hit rock bottom yet, but I'm heading there. I have a plan. Entry 14. There are fewer of them, and they form something like families. They are usually stronger than those who live on the streets, more cunning and smarter. But above them are the house spirits, who live in apartments side by side with ordinary people. They enjoy all the benefits, have no problems with food, and even get along with pets. Over the past week, I've been around the neighborhood. I fought 3 times. They are weak. In the basement of house number 10 on Minskaya Street, I easily defeated 3 men. I am higher than them in the hierarchy. I am more physically developed, and my mind is much sharper. These street people are almost animals. My place is not with them. I experimented. I sat down with ordinary people, moved closer to them, looked into their faces. They don't notice me, but some feeling makes them move away. If I touch them, they flinch, or start scratching themselves, or look for insects on themselves. I hit one of them hard on the forehead, and then he saw me. I conclude that I need to behave quietly. Strangely, I can hardly see my reflection in mirrors and shop windows. I have to strain my eyes and stare. All that's left is to wait a little longer. I want to go home so badly. Entry 15. I've gotten used to winter. I hardly feel the cold anymore. When it's very cold, I go to the stairwell with vodka. We talk about different things and sing a lot. They're stupid, but I don't need better company. I learn a lot of new things about life. I'm writing less and less. I'm forcing myself. My head has to work, but there doesn't seem to be anything to write about. Instead, I read a lot when it's light out. People throw away a lot of different books now. I especially like reading color magazines. When it's not too cold, I live in my house like an Eskimo or a Chukchi. There's a lot of snow. The house is covered from the roof. It's like a spring hut. I forgot what it's called. It's warm inside, especially if you snuggle up to the pipe. I eat very little, but I'm always full. It's strange. I live well. I'm waiting for spring. 16th entry. Water is dripping from the roof. The slush is unpleasant. It's about time. Yesterday I went on a reconnaissance mission. I talked to the house spirit through the door. His name is Sasha. He's already old. He remembers my daughter. He says she saw him several times. Small children can see us. I know. He remembers me too. And my wife. I threatened him. Told him to get out. He asked for a week. He wants to move in with the neighbor. There's room there for now. He's afraid of me. Of course he is. I'm the owner. I gave him permission. I'll be back home in 7 days. I can't wait. Entry number 17. Today, I'm packing. I have almost nothing. I'm putting these notes together. I'll leave the hut to Vadik. He's a street kid, but he's not stupid, just weak. And he drinks a lot. It's a pity to leave everything behind. I've gotten used to it. No, I want to go home. There's a TV, a bathtub, and a sofa there. It's better there. I'm leaving now. Right now. Entry 18. It was so simple. I called. He opened the door, probably thinking the boys were fooling around. He looked down the stairs and saw no one. And I calmly walked sideways past him, entered my apartment in the hallway, different wallpaper and different furniture, no deer heads, a mirror opposite the door that wasn't there before, and no bedside table, and none of my things left. And so it is everywhere, in all the rooms, in the kitchen, and even on the balcony. But it's still my apartment. I know it. I remember what it was like when my family lived here. I'm back home. There's a lot of space in the storage room. I'll settle there, but I'm not going to hang out in there all the time. Entry 19. About entertainment. They torment young girls and then brag about it. I remember my daughter. Maybe she has a friend like that? I'll make up my mind. Honestly, I will. Yesterday, the 3 of them were out walking and making noise until morning. A policeman came, but left immediately. They threatened to find out who called him. Then there were women again. How disgusting it all is. Entry 20. I feel like I'm in paradise. When no one is home, I watch TV. I've started reading good books again. Where did this subhuman get them? And why? I take showers. There's always food in the fridge. But I don't really need it. I've changed a lot. I'm afraid to admit it to myself, but I don't think I'm human anymore. I'm someone else, hatched from my old shell, like a butterfly emerging from a cocoon. I'm invisible. I can do anything. I can do whatever I want. I'm not afraid of him anymore. Yesterday, I poured red wine on him. The day before yesterday, I threw a bottle of vodka out the window and cut off the hair of one of his friends. I can't help myself, even though I scold myself every time I do it. He invited a priest, and the priest waved a censer and sprinkled holy water, splashing me too. What's the point? I'm not the devil. I'm the owner of this apartment. Entry 21. At night, I climb on top of him and suffocate him. I don't let him breathe. At midnight, I turn on the TV at full volume, knock books off the shelves, tear the sheets, draw various symbols and letters on the mirror. He's afraid. I can see it. When he goes to bed, he leaves the lights on in the other rooms. He hides a gun and a flashlight under his pillow. He invites his girlfriends over more and more often, and I behave quietly when they're there. And today he installed a lock on the bedroom door. Well, even if he manages to lock himself in there without me, I can still knock and scratch at the door. I'm the master here. I'll make him move out. He won't have a life. Entry 22. I went too far, but I don't regret it at all, except for a chill in my chest. I killed a man. Yes, he probably deserved to die, but now I feel uncomfortable, sick, and miserable. I just wanted to kick him out of the apartment, like he did to me. That night, he locked himself in the bedroom, but I was already there. At 2 a.m, I sat on his chest, strangled him, and felt that he was having a nightmare. Then he woke up. It was pitch dark around us, even though he had left the lamp on the bedside table on in the evening. He gasped for breath, pulled his right hand out from under the blanket, and hit an invisible button with his palm, but the lamp did not turn on. I pulled it out of the socket. He twitched, trying to throw me off, but I held on tight. He pulled a gun from under his pillow, but I dodged the shot and knocked the weapon out of his hand. And then he grabbed the flashlight. The beam of light hit me in the face. I was completely blinded. I loosened my grip, but he no longer tried to break free. He suddenly went limp, and the air went out of him like a punctured tire. His heart gave out, and I think I know why. I'm sure he saw me and died of terror. Finally, it's all over. The noise, the commotion, the police, strangers. Now I'm alone in my apartment. Now everything is fine. I'm waiting. I know that sooner or later I'll have new tenants. I'm not going to bother them. I'll take the storage room again. I'll live quietly, without giving myself away. Unless, of course, they're good people. Well, if not, well, then I'll have to remind them who's the boss here.